and everything in between.
Everybody, hey, how you doing? It's time for another episode of Hey Coach. I am Coach Tim Simpson. Of course, you know I am joined with Jay Mondane and Rashad Collins. Gentlemen, how you doing for this live episode of Hey Coach?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, man, we good.
Looking
man.
forward to it.
Ready to get started.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Hey, I gotta give a shout out real quick to Ride Clutch. Ride Clutch, once again, supplying the gear. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're doing a little something. Definitely check out Ride Clutch on Facebook. They are still giving away a sport bike with $15,000 in cash. So go check them out. See what they're all about. Hey, guys, let's just get into the show. We've had some things that happened this past weekend, and I want to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about the men's and women's NCAA championship games that happened. Rashard, we're going to go to you first. I want you to talk about the women's side of the championship. Talk about the matchup. Talk about, you know, things that, you know, you were feeling as you was watching the game, and just lay it out for us. Go ahead and hit it with us.
Oh, man. Got a chance to go to a friend's house, man, and it was a cookout, and it was it was funny because I walked in and I literally like, do you have the game on? It was NBA on, and they was like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let me see the screen. I'm looking like, man,
Make sure it's the right one.
You know what I'm saying? Like they probably watching these Raggedy Rockets and stuff. I'm like, nah, we ain't watching them. Bro, to have appreciation for women's basketball, and to go to a buddy's house and be like, do you have the game on? And to watch both of those games, and I'm like, bro, this is good basketball. This is not. I coach middle school girls. It's not the same. They shooting over the doggone goal. And I've done that.
Yes.
To watch Houston and them girls play, oh man, loved it. Don, why is Don so cool? What is that about? What is that about? Like, this ain't the coolest coach in basketball. Like,
yeah, she pretty cool. She cool.
She them girls play for her, man. They play for her. They play hard, and they took care of business, man. They really did, and both games were like good, like they were good. Like I don't even hang with my boy like that. I said, bro, I'm coming back Sunday to watch the championship game. And now we should be clowning. I'm coming back Monday. I went to this boy's house Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday. I said, bro, let's get it in. So nah, man, that's quality basketball, man. Female friends of mine that coach currently and that have played and got kids that do play, they hitting me. We texting back and forth. I'm looking like, man, I can appreciate y'all's sport.
Right.
Damn.
Real talk. Jay, you gotta hit me with what's going on with the men's side and everything that happened with the sides going on there. And then I'm gonna bring you both back together to talk about the whole thing. So, Rashard, now for those who don't know, I see Rashard over there laughing and everything, and we already know, you know, for Jay, it was a bittersweet weekend, and we know why. Because, and I'm be honest, Jay, I'm with you, baby. I was highly upset that Duke wasn't in it because I had him in my bracket, and I lost my pool at work, so I'm not very happy right now as well. So, but anyway, Jay, go ahead and hit us with the men's side of the bracket.
Man, bittersweet weekend. Like I said, Final Four was Carolina versus Duke for the first time, you know, in NCAA tournament history. You had Villanova and Kansas on the other side. The Kansas game, I mean, we can start the Kansas-Villanova game, man. Kansas just been playing good defense the whole tournament.
Yeah.
They hit some switch. I don't know what Bill Self told those cats, but they won on the defensive end.
Yes.
Against Villanova, shut them down. Played a good game. Like we talked about on the last show, Villanova's depth was going to be an issue because, you know, one of their best players towards Achilles. But I don't think it would have mattered how dominant they were defensively.
Mm.
Then we got to the nightcap, Duke Carolina. Everybody knows I'm a Duke fan, so it was a special game for me to watch. And they took Duke out. So not only once did they beat them in Cameron for the last game, they beat Coach K for his final game, which is crazy.
That's tough.
It was tough. It's bittersweet. So I got all the posts and memes and text messages on Saturday. But, karma has a funny way of working fast. So 48 hours later, they got KU in North Carolina in the final.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that is one of my homeboys, and he might be watching this from high school, one of my day ones from high school, he FaceTimes me. He at the lounge, he back at the crib, the Lane Tech lounge. He calls me, FaceTimes me at halftime. If anybody watching the game, he talking crazy. And he got North Carolina guys with him. One of my other homies from high school, he got the Jordan North Carolina blue on, talking crazy.
They might have needed him.
Right. So halftime, if you don't know, North Carolina's up 15, 40-25 at half.
Yep.
So they are already throwing a parade in Chapel Hill. But lo and behold,
Franklin Street, baby.
Hey, Bill Self, man, he proved himself to be on another level, man. He's an upper echelon coach. Second half, they made whatever adjustments they made, but they were all defensively, man. They just made a run and kept attacking. And I went and FaceTime my boy guy. I was like, boy, you better pray they don't lose this game. The way y'all was talking to me 20 minutes ago. And KU came back and won. So, like I said, bittersweet. UNC lost. UNC choked, I should say that. I'm going to look right in the camera and tell you Carolina fans.
Yes.
UNC choked. Choked job, okay?
That's why I was laughing.
Had the game in the bag and they choked it, gagged it away.
Yeah.
So that made it cool. Still, I wanted Duke to win, obviously, but
have y'all seen the Atlanta Falcons Carolina colored
all the memes came out.
Meme?
Oh, I had a fully loaded clip of memes.
Oh,
all the Carolina fans.
My roommate. This was so awesome. My roommate from college is a Carolina fan. Him and his wife. His wife was texting me that morning. She's like, "Hey, we coming to Houston. We're gonna have to get stuck there. We're gonna try to watch the game." I was like, "All right, well, bet I'll see what I can do." Mm-hmm. Too close to game time, so I didn't mess with him.
Right.
My boy Ed, whose house I was at, he's a Duke fan. Bro, they text. I'm like, Reds really ain't gonna text you during the game. He was texting. Hey, when them boys blew that lead, I'm like,
that's tough. That's tough pill to swallow, man.
Kentucky got beat by St. Peter's, but
hey, that's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Y'all about 15. Hubert Davis,
largest lead in the championship game. Largest comeback in the championship game.
Hubert, you can't. So you can't motivate these boys to stop somebody?
He had all the energy at halftime. If you saw his little halftime or TV timeout, he was going crazy.
Okay, so that brings me to something. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you both this question. Now, I've coached. I'm coaching now. Jay, you played for me. And Rashard, you and I played together. And, we have pretty much the same type of mentality when it comes to this. So in that situation, in both your guys' mind, was that more of a positive as far as one coach motivating his team, or would you say that would be a negative for another coach not being able to make game time adjustments?
Game time adjustments. Go Anthony Mason, New York Knicks. Oakley, like, what are you doing? Like, you just gonna let these cats do this?
Right.
Not no national championship game. If it's September 5th, regular season, and we're in Virginia playing, got it, good. I ain't really motivated. National championship game, I got a whole different mindset, bro. Nobody's coming through the lane doing none of this. Okay. They're not doing it.
All right. What Jay, you got?
It's in-game adjustments for sure. You got to stop the bleeding.
Yes.
They didn't. I don't think they called timeouts when they wanted to. I think Hubert Davis was trying to let them play their way through it because he has some seniors. He's got some upperclassmen, but that momentum is a real thing. Any of y'all that play sports out there, momentum is real. And they didn't make the adjustments. So
Right.
Bill Self made the adjustments. And me and another one of my homies that actually live out here, he lives in Lawrence. Me and him super tight.
Okay.
So I hope he watching the show. But I messaged him and I was like, man, KU don't look good at all. Like they not playing their game. They playing North Carolina game. They running up and down the court. Like that ain't Bill Self game. And I don't know what he said to them in the locker room. He probably just said, start making y'all damn layups, because that's what they was doing in the first half. They was missing every layup.
Yeah.
But no, I think they just composed themselves. I think they was a little too excited in the first half. They composed themselves in the second half and just started playing some defense, man. They just chipped away. They knew it was a long game. And I don't think Hubert Davis made the adjustments. Might have been too big of a moment for him. I mean, he is a first-year coach. But
Thank you.
The moment could have been too big. But, man, I mean, KU took that national championship. Like,
does Kansas have a young team, or they got some kids that's been on there for a minute?
No, they got veterans. They got veterans.
Okay, they got some cats that's been on there. Yeah, man.
They got 3 and 4 year players. They got a transfer. Remy Martin is a 4-year player.
Yeah.
Ochai Baji is a 4-year guy.
They was up. So I left at halftime.
Remy.
Yeah.
I left at halftime. I get here. I'm on the phone. My uncle like, you ain't gonna believe it's a 1 point.
Yeah. They came out on fade.
Hey. Look, Rashard.
What?
Check this out. In the last, I think it was the last 10 minutes of the first half, KU had 3 field goals, right?
Yeah.
In the first 10 minutes of the second half, they came all the way back.
Yep.
I missed all of that. I missed all of that.
Hey, they took that national championship, man.
I got back home.
Props to them.
I got home. It was a 1 point game. I left. They was up by 15. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the crib, turn it on. I gotta hear Reggie talking trash.
Right.
The game flipped so fast. It flipped so fast. They came out the first play of the game. They threw a lob to McCormick.
Yeah.
And it was downhill from there. KU came out and threw that lob play that they always do, and they was rolling.
And this is what's so crazy between me and my roommate, man. He Carolina, I'm Kentucky.
I'm sorry.
When they lost to Villanova.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
That last shot, watch your mouth.
My condolences.
Watch your mouth. When they lost to Villanova on that last winning shot, I couldn't even call on the mess with them. Looking like, bro, I'm like, I called him 2 days later. I said, bruh. He said, man.
Well, I wouldn't really call him unless it was a regular season game anyways. Unless it was a regular season game anyway, I wouldn't call him anyway.
Man, you're the worst. You are the worst. Yeah, I don't even get it. What makes me mad, like whenever his squad loses, I don't even get a chance to like rub it in his face because the losses are so dramatic. Like last winning shot, you blew a 15-point lead. I like that ain't even fun, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
But in reality, what it is they're good teams, right? It's a good program.
Yeah.
If they was a bad team, we wouldn't care if they lost. Like it's a big monumental thing because it's fun to have the rivalry and the back and forth. Like if Carolina wasn't good, nobody would care that, you know what I'm saying, that happened, or Duke losing. Like it's a big deal on social media. Like,
right.
It's just the finality of it with a good program to lose. So it's just like UConn losing the women's national championship. Like, man, like Gino Auriemma was 11-0. He had never lost in the national championship. And Don was like, nah, I got you. Don't worry about it. That girl, to go back to women's basketball, I wanted to say this one thing. Aaliyah Boston.
Oh, man.
Aaliyah Boston. Hey, she
legit.
Redemption.
Whatever accolades you need, whatever accolades exist in women's college basketball, she got all of them this year. I don't even know how many awards there are. She got all of them.
For her to miss them 1 or 2 layups last year, and to see that girl crying, I literally was like, I had to turn the TV last year. I'm looking like, this ain't even my child, and I feel for this. And they showed her parents in the stands. And for her to come all the way back and was able to hold the little national championship thing up, I'm looking like, I damn near was like, woo, this is moving.
That's mission complete.
And then
man.
Don, for her to be just the coach that I've seen since Virginia, USA basketball. How long did Don play WNBA? WNBA was right. Don did.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. When did it start? Because I thought she was retired.
WNBA started in 95.
Mid-90s.
Yeah,
right.
she did. Yep, she did.
She played. She had a couple. She had a couple All-Stars and everything. Yeah.
Okay, for me to watch that, like I said, I've seen her coach in person. Man, that chick, So y'all got to realize, we've gone through the era of Tennessee running it, UConn running it, South Carolina now. Notre Dame, they done had their little time with Skyler and everybody.
Right.
But South Carolina is at least relevant. I'm not gonna say they're gonna run because UConn. I don't know what they got going on.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about women's basketball as opposed to Stanford won last year for game winning shot against South Carolina. Here's the thing about women's basketball though. There ain't as much parity in women's ball as it is in men's. So a program like South Carolina, the girls have to stay 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So Aaliyah Boston will be back next year. So y'all got to deal with her one more time. She only a junior. So you know what I'm saying? And then I think Destiny Henderson, the look guard that had 25.
Oh man.
She was killing. I think all of them coming back.
I think they got she hoops, man. But you know what I like about the guard? If y'all watch how she plays, she does not do anything extra. She is literally a guard. If I need to give you the ball, here's the ball. She don't take no bad shots.
No.
That girl,
oh my goodness, that girl plays the position. Like if there's a blueprint for men or women, watch her.
It's not a coincidence who is a coach.
Right. But let me ask you both a question. Have y'all ever seen the movie Switch? Okay.
No.
You never seen the movie Switch with Will Smith, right? Okay. There's a part where he's I think it's I can't remember the actor's name. He's the guy that plays in King of Queens.
Was Chris Rock in it?
No.
King of Queens.
No, Jay.
I don't know.
He was the heavier set dude, white dude. I can't think. Anyways, well, in Switch, the movie, the premise of the movie is, Will Smith is playing this guy that helps other guys who may not have the opportunity to hook up.
Tim, the movie's called Hitch, bro.
Oh yeah,
Thank you. Hey.
I'm like, what movie are you talking about? It's Hitch.
I don't know why I said Switch, man. I'm probably thinking about the commercial break. I was like, yeah, we need to switch up the topic, man. My bad, y'all.
Exactly
But you know what? Yo, this is what I love about live. This is what I love about the live. Can't cut that out.
Hey, as soon as you said,
yeah, my bad, kid. My bad, y'all. My bad. So everybody seen Hitch. Everybody seen that. So when he's talking to old boy, and he's like, hey, yo, you got one spot. You stay in that spot. Don't deviate from that spot. When you dance, you stay. Yo, when I talk about players about that stuff, like some of them, I'm like, yo, this is all I need you to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Be secure with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Look for the open person. If you have an open shot, take the open shot. I just need you to be solid. There's not a lot of solid players out there. Everybody's trying to be the superstar, but no one's trying to be the solid player. And that's what I saw in those games, especially within the women's side. Yo, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to get upset now because I just don't feel like the women's sports, especially with the college basketball level, you know what I'm saying, is getting promoted like it should be. Because there are some solid, and I'm talking about just the superstar players. Yeah, you got the superstars, and it no matter what it is. But those solid players, man, I'm telling you, they had me go like, yo. And like you said, Jay, had 25 points.
Yeah.
And just like, you're like, wait a minute, when she get 25 points? Like, what was she doing? I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, man, yo, woo, it was nice. It was nice. Yo, I was very, 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 very excited about it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we're gonna switch this up a bit, okay? Let's talk NBA. All right, let's talk NBA. All right, we're gonna talk standings right now. Now, we talked about this a little bit last show as far as where things are going. But I'm going to ask you this question here. At the beginning, well, I'm not going to say the beginning. Let's talk middle of the season, all right, roughly. A lot of us were saying DeRozan was the MVP, right? Okay, we were saying DeRozan was the MVP.
Before
right?
All-Star break, yeah.
Exactly, okay. Now, okay, we got DeRozan. I'm going to give you these names. DeRozan, the Joker, Embiid, all right? Who's the other one? Oh, Giannis. We'll throw Giannis in there. Okay. Jay, give me one more name that you might think.
Man, you gotta go.
I'm only going five.
A dark horse for me, man, it's got to be Book.
Yeah, Booker.
Go with Devin Booker, man.
Okay, so we go with that. We go with those five. All right.
Book been killing.
All right. Now let's start with the first one that we all were consistent on. We all were like, yo, this dude nice. DeRozan. Okay. Why do we think? We're gonna start with you, Jay. Why do you think DeRozan fell off? Was it just him? Was it the team? Was it a combination of everything? What do you think your thoughts are? And I know both of you guys are Chicago natives, but we'll go to Jay with the Chicago stuff because we already know that Rashard just don't care about nothing really Chicago, anyways. So
I like the Blackhawks, man. I like the Blackhawks and DePaul.
I was gonna wear my Blackhawks hoodie on the show. I'm gonna wear it for you on the next show.
I got a DePaul hoodie. I'm about to put one on. If we go to break, I got a DePaul hoodie 20 seconds away from me. Watch.
Hey, so DeRozan,
right?
I don't think nothing changed for him individually or statistically. Like his numbers are still the same. It's the team success. You got to have a combination of both. So. And you'll probably ask us this question, so I won't answer it. But I'll just say DeRozan, after All-Star break, the Bulls had the toughest schedule.
Yes.
Moving forward, like as far as record-wise,
yeah.
all the teams they had to play after All-Star break, they had the toughest schedule left, and I think the Lakers had the second toughest schedule left. And DeRozan numbers didn't change, but we didn't win as many games. We were the 1 seed going into All-Star break, and now they're all the way down to the 6 seed. Like right above the playing game, which is ridiculous. They're not going to play in the playing game because all those are set. But
right.
Toronto jumped them, Boston jumped them, Milwaukee jumped them. Like it's so many teams that jumped over them. You can't. Philly jumped them. You can't have DeMar DeRozan as an MVP candidate when we slid so far down after All-Star break. So to answer your question, I wouldn't say it was him individually because his numbers stay the same, but if you're going to be the MVP of a team, the team has to win too.
Rashard, what you got?
So what I got to piggyback off of what Jay just said, you gotta look at when we first started doing this, like the Bulls were balling
on fire. Yeah.
But look what DeRozan ended up having to deal with: LaVine injured, Ball. Caruso. So for to answer that question, when he was doing his thing, bro, people had to account for. Bulls got a squad. They ain't got no bums. You got to account for LaVine, Caruso, and Ball. People might not like the way Ball hoops, or they looking at Caruso. Caruso mess around and give you 15, 16.
Yeah.
You got to account for these cats. So DeRozan was able to just slide in and not overstep his bearings as a name in the league. Bro, I mean, it's funny because I looked at something the other day. I'm looking like, wow, we don't even talk about this cat like that no more. Like, I said it on one of the shows. I'm looking like, if I was Embiid, I'd be like, can y'all give me my trophy now? Because my chances. I mean, but DeRozan, I've never paid attention to DeRozan until he became a Bull. And I mean, where was he at? Toronto starting out? Buddy Lowry.
Kyle
I
Lowry.
pay attention to him. Spurs, nothing. Me being from Illinois, out of the hate, I gotta watch squads. So when my boys say something, I can be like, nah, woo, woo, woo. Bro, I've never watched this cat ever. I literally turn the Bulls games like I'm about to watch the Bulls tonight. DeRozan is like Jay said it. Like his numbers didn't drop off. The team just didn't win anymore like they should.
Right.
Have. You know what I mean? Because what was it? Miami and like the Bulls were like 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, they 1 and 2, but Miami.
First of all,
Miami
how did Cleveland? How did Cleveland get? First of all, can't nobody. Sexton, does he play for the Cavs? Who?
Yeah, he hurt this year though. It's been Darius Garland carrying him,
and he been nice. And the rookie.
Yeah, but they fell all the way down to the playing game. They down to the 7th seed. You know
down to 7th seed now.
So
they had a nice start to the season.
The Bulls fans should be happy. They back. They're very relevant.
Yeah,
they are very relevant.
We got something to shoot for. I mean, we passed our win total like 30 games ago.
Yeah.
So if you put it into perspective, if you're thinking about how good we start off the year versus now, you'll be, I won't say disappointed, but you'd be like, man, we could have had something. But if you are a Bulls fan and you watch the Bulls from the last 2-3 years with Billy Donovan, we got something.
Yes.
Yeah, we ran into some injuries, but we in the playoffs. We got a chance. We have a legit shot to win a playoff series, and we'll see if they can build off of it. And these dudes are under contract for a couple of years. We gotta see what we're gonna do with LaVine. He might want max money. So if we can keep LaVine, maybe we can do something next year. We'll see.
The Bulls need to slide everybody over one and bring a Drew Holiday or a Chris Paul in there.
Chris Paul's not leaving Phoenix. I think.
Oh no, he's not.
Yeah, I think after
he was supposed to be going to OKC.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be going to OKC.
I think
when he left Houston, he was supposed to be garbage. Oh, we're gonna send him to OKC, and he had them boys running.
Yeah. He's not gonna go to the Bulls. Okay,
he got booked right. Booked right.
We're gonna talk about the next two candidates that I'm looking at together. Okay, why? Because they play the same position. That's the Joker, and Embiid. Okay, so if it was a head-to-head contest between Embiid and Joker, Rashard, first of all, we're gonna start with you. Who are you taking in that matchup? If we're saying, these are the two guys that are for the MVP. Now, before I go to that part, understand I have a follow-up question that's going to supersede all these answers. And I know Jay already knows what that question is going to be. But so Rashard, we got the Joker, we got Embiid. If they were the two, they're neck and neck. Which one, if you were the deciding vote for the MVP, which one are you going with?
Well, I'm gonna offset the question. We talking about check ball 1-on-1?
We ain't talking about. They ain't playing for the MVP. I'm talking about their numbers for the season.
That's how I view somebody. I
get that. I get that.
Yeah.
No, just you know what. Hold up. Wait a minute. You know what? I got something for that. I got something.
To answer the question.
I got something for that.
Oh no! He put a disclaimer on you. He put the gag
Hey, I'm gonna say I got something for that.
That's hilarious. Hey, I didn't get past the thoughts in my last name. I didn't read none of the rest of it.
Here you go. I'll put it back. Here.
No.
The thoughts and beliefs of Rashard Khan's are his own and do not necessarily line up with the show and its creator's thoughts and beliefs.
Oh my God! Man, put the gag order on you. The disclaimer. Take the disclaimer off the screen. Get that out of here.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that's awesome. I'm gonna be a professional. I'm gonna answer the question.
All right. Answer the question, sir.
Boy, that's funny, bro. That's funny. To me, I'm gonna go. The Joker's solid, man. I guess because playing out west, I don't know how many games y'all get a chance to watch. They come on kind of late. I'm mostly getting highlights
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, of his play, but he's been solid. So the question's pretty difficult, man. I mean, watching Philly a couple of years ago, I would have thought it was going to be Ben Simmons, and Embiid would have just been kind of like a Robin to Ben, but Embiid has stepped up, and I think it's the Barkley and Shaq influence, which kind of hurts people. You listening to it, you can't be in the NBA now with social media and be like, "Oh, I don't listen to none of that noise." But the Joker's solid, so I go with the Joker. What you got, Jake?
Yeah,
Going the other way, man. I'm going with Joe.
Okay.
Joe. The reason I say that is this. So if you look at Joker's numbers, yes, he has MVP numbers. His numbers are actually better this year than they were last year when he won MVP. But his team success was better. I'm a believer that if you got the numbers and your team is successful, then you should win the MVP. What Embiid is doing in the East is better than the Western Conference to me.
Okay.
I think there's only 2 teams that have a chance of going to the finals in the Western Conference. And there's like 4 or 5 that can go in the East. And for the way they started, the way Philly started with the whole Ben Simmons saga, and the fact that Embiid was able to play through all that and get them, they probably end up as a 2 seed in the East. He's finally healthy. We always wondered what would Embiid look like if he could play 30 games, 40 games, 50 games.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see it. Like, he's finally healthy and he's in shape. That's part of the reason why he was always so damn injured, is because he wasn't in shape. He's finally in shape. He's finally healthy. He's carrying this team. He had a couple 40-point games.
Right.
I mean, there's nobody that can guard this dude. Now, statistically, Joker gonna get the assists and all that. That's just his game. But Embiid, what Embiid does for his team and how he impacts the game and how dominant he is, and he's got Philly about to be a 2 or 3 seed over the Eastern Conference champs from last year, Milwaukee. I'm going with Joe.
Okay. So, time for the question. Now,
that wasn't the question?
No, the real question. Now, that was a warm up. That was a warm up. I need you to get your minds going. Okay.
All right, man. What you got?
The MVP to me is an individual award, but yet still every year it's tied to team success. Now, I have seen in the past great players that probably should have won the MVP, but they got penalized because their team was not successful. They were clearly the best player in the league. Mm-hmm. But it's always tied to team success. Why is it that it's called the most valuable player, not the most valuable team? Okay, so in your minds, should the MVP really be tied to your team success if it's an individual award?
Yes.
Yes. If you're the most valuable player, who are you valuable to?
You're valuable to your team. Now, I get that. However, if you're the only player on your team that's actually doing anything, but the other teams that may have a guy that's doing maybe similar to what you're doing, but he has 3 or 4 guys that can actually help him win.
Okay.
Are you saying that they don't deserve the MVP just simply because the other guy has 3 or 4 more players that are averaging, between 15, 20 points? Okay. And they're averaging 30, maybe 30 points. But the other guy who's averaging 30, 40 points, the next closest person to him is only averaging 9 points.
Well, that's why it comes to a vote,
Right. Okay, yeah.
Ain't nobody going to be unanimous, but other people have their opinion. So you may have a camp that's on your side with, the accolades and the good teammates, and then you got the other side that's just with the guy that's got all the stats, and then they try to incorporate winning. But that's why you don't get a unanimous MVP unless you're Steph Curry, right?
And that was funny you said that, because I was about to bring that up to Rashard, because we talked about this one time. The year that James Harden probably should have won it, they gave it to Curry.
Curry deserved it.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna say you didn't. I'm not gonna say
I hate Houston sports.
See, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have asked this fool nothing.
Rockets. Yeah, Curry won it. He was supposed to win it. Anybody in Houston is looking at this right now. You damn right. I'm not from here. I'm from Illinois.
Okay, Jay.
Harden might have got some votes that year.
Jay.
They step on the first one.
Yeah, Jay. I'm gonna talk to you because I know you're more reasonable than our other co-hosts when it comes to being biased. You know what I'm saying? Anything Chicago, anything Houston, this fool hates. Anyways.
I got like Blackhawks and DePaul. I'm about to go get this DePaul. You think I'm playing? I'm about to put this DePaul.
So, Jay, we're going to refer to you. We're going to refer to you because you're the most sensible one on the show.
He might be. I've heard that from my friends. I'm like, all right. I don't even know this cat.
Okay, so.
All right, y'all
from
go ahead. Yeah, from the MFs.
Yeah, my friend.
I told Jay we're gonna have to. Jay said he's like, yeah, we gotta get some t-shirts made.
T-shirts for that.
Because that's your that's your catchphrase right there.
My boy, I can't take credit for that. My boy Gabe at work. Bro, when that dude first said that, man, I couldn't stop laughing. That's hilarious, bro.
So
MFs.
Yeah, MFs like I mean my friends. Okay, so Jay.
Yeah.
So the question I was asking Rashard that he just like, nah. Curry deserved that. Yeah, he deserved that. Okay. They both had great years that year.
They did.
However, Golden State was a little bit more successful than Houston. Mm-hmm. Now, I would 100% say Golden State had a better team than Houston, hands down. Okay, I would hands down say Golden State, especially that year and every other year, has had a better squad than Houston. So, okay, let's say we have identical teams, identical records. I'm looking right now. Let's say we have because we have the Eastern Conference. Miami's right now is in the lead with 52 and 28. That's their record.
Oh,
now,
wow. Yes, they're leading the East.
Yes. The next three
since All-Star break.
Now, Rashard, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The next three teams have the exact same record.
It changed every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
Every night it's going back and forth. Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, Philadelphia 76ers are all three 49 and 30.
Where's Memphis at, y'all?
Memphis is 2 in the West.
Yeah, they're in the West. And they're number 2. They're 54. They're 55 and 24 right now.
Hey,
go ahead, Jack.
A couple weeks ago, this quick, and I'm gonna let Rashard go. A couple weeks ago, Boston was the 1 seed.
Yeah.
In the East because Miami lost, and Boston played that night. They was the 1 seed just for that one game.
Yeah.
As soon as they lost, they dropped to the 4 seed.
Wow.
That's how close it is.
My seeds. Disrespecting my seeds, baby.
Rashard, that's what I'm saying. How close it is in the East versus the West. These dudes was the 1 seed for 48 minutes, and then they dropped to the 4.
Yeah, because it's not really close in the West.
No.
I mean, there's only
the West is
it's wow.
Like we like 8, so I ain't I don't really watch the Clippers like that.
Yeah, they ain't playing the game right now.
Watch your mouth. I'm very impressed with 2 teams in the East. Well, 2 teams in the NBA.
Okay.
Boston, because they came out the funk from a year or 2 ago.
You'll mess around, maybe go get my jersey.
Boston, like this is what y'all doing, and Tate, hey,
yeah,
stepped up.
Yeah,
and they played good. I'm very impressed with, and I'm not a huge Giannis fan, but if you notice, that's a team. Yeah, Memphis, that's a team. How many squads do you know can lose a star? I'm talking about Memphis.
No, I know.
Y'all still rolling? Like, y'all still rolling. There's no issues. Oh, my God. Jay ain't here. Tim ain't playing. It ain't none of that. But if you ever notice, Milwaukee plays just like the Spurs used to play. Everybody gonna get the ball. Everybody gonna get a touch. We're gonna share this love the whole season.
Yeah, that's Bud, why Milwaukee coaching tree.
Yeah,
Bud part of that coaching tree.
Yes, that's a great point, Jay. Great point. Great
Mike
point.
Budenholzer, he part of that coaching tree. But I think so. To your point, Rashard, about Memphis, how they don't skip a beat, even with Ja missing games.
No,
That's the coach of the year to me.
bro,
I know. Listen.
Listen.
I know a part of me wants to give it to what's my man from Phoenix, because he didn't get it.
Monty Williams.
I want Monty to get it because he deserved it last year.
Yeah,
and this
He
year
did deserve it last year.
and he didn't get it. He got like they're gonna get like 65 wins, so he will get it. But what the coach is doing in Memphis,
63 right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but they probably sit everybody now because they don't need to play. They just want to beat the Lakers and get them out of the playoffs. Now they're gonna sit everybody.
Everybody about to sit now.
Charles Barkley and Darren Marley might play the next game. But what I'm saying is that Memphis coach, man, he should at least get some votes. He deserves some votes for what he's doing.
I agree.
But Monty will get it though.
This is about to be. Y'all got to look, and I told somebody this today at work. I'm not WNBA. Women's basketball, awesome. Men's Final Four, awesome.
Right.
These NBA playoffs about to be a monster.
I can't wait.
Don't nobody give a damn about baseball starting tomorrow. No, I mean, I'm a Mariners fan. We're gonna be trashed in 2 weeks, so it's no real. I got nothing to look for.
Grand opening,
hey, opening game. We might get a win or two.
He said, "Hold gonna show up."
I can talk, in a week or so. I get 2 weeks with these cats. I live in Houston. The Stros are good. I watch them. But
us Sox fans are looking forward to this season.
Oh y'all got
both Sox.
Hey.
Both Sox.
Y'all got something going. We might be able to talk a little baseball on here this year.
Hey, we might have ourselves a little wager this year, man. They both in the American League.
Jay and I will be able to talk baseball. You with the Mariners, not.
Rashard, me and Tim might have a nice little wager when the Sox.
Hey, baby, you know what? We can get that in. We can get that in now. Hey, we can get that in, baby. We can get that in.
But no, man, the NBA playoffs, man. Oh my God. Okay, so the playoff game, is it a game or is it best 2 out of 3? I don't know.
It's just one game.
So the play-in, the
it's like the baseball joint. It's one.
So the way they do the play-in, the top 6 seeds are in the playoffs, and then 7 and 8 will play against each other for the 7th seed. And then the 9 and 10 will play each other for the 8th seed. It's one game. No, it's 2 out of 3, ain't it?
I know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is it 2 out of 3 or is it?
Actually, no. Yeah, it is 2 out of 3. It is 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. It's 2 out of 3.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 7 and 8, and then the 9 and 10. 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then they would play the regular 1 through 8 7-game series.
Yeah. You're right. I remember that now.
And it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So for Memphis to go from the play-in game to being a 2 seed.
Yeah. Now you got to go in here and.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited.
Okay, I am excited too. All right, hey, we're gonna take a quick timeout to give a sponsor their just due. So we're gonna take a quick timeout for that. So
put my DePaul gear on. This cat here.
Really do.
I really am.
Really,
it's 20 seconds away, man. I'm about to go put it on. Go ahead.
While I'm trying to do the commercial, you gonna
get the commercial on, man. I'm gonna stop the cam and all that. Go ahead.
He's going. Okay. Anyways, hey, this is Coach Tim Simpson from the Hey Coach podcast, and I have a quick question for you. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast? Didn't know where to start? Anchor is a wonderful place for you to start. Anchor it has everything you need all in one place for your podcast needs. You can monetize your podcast. You can have Anchor distribute all your podcast needs to any different listening devices such as Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and it's powered by Spotify. So if you really, really, really want to do it, go check them out at anchor.com. And the best part, it's totally free. So go check out Anchor at anchor.com and tell them that Hey Coach sent you. All right. Gentlemen, we are back. How are we doing so far?
Go put my shirt on, man. What the hell you mean we?
Well, you know what? First of all, why didn't you just get up?
I'm about to get up now. How about that?
Yeah. You know what? See this. He gonna turn the camera off, but don't turn the mic off. You know what? I'll take care of that real quick. I'll take care of that real quick. Anyways, Jay. Good God. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me hit that. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it not? Oh, it's because he's still in. That's right. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Bam. How about that? You know what? See, this is why. Okay, this is why we can't have nice stuff and do nice. Oh, now he's back in. My bad. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up? Oh, you're still muted.
All Blue Demons.
You're still muted.
All Blue Demons.
I'm being for real, bro. I'm not the ultimate hater. Come on, man. Hey, Jay, no, he don't know nobody to be rocking this. Let's get it.
You're right. I don't even know the school person that rock that. Hey, anyways, baby. I'm playing. I'm playing. No, I really appreciate all that. Okay, so let's get a little bit deeper in this NBA playoff picture. Okay, so right now, we already know pretty much who has everything locked up in the Eastern Conference. You got, right now, well, as of right now, Miami's number 1 seed. They're 52 with 28, like I said earlier. Boston, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia have the 2, 3, and 4 seeds as of right now. All have the same record at 49 and 30. Then you got Toronto in the 5th seed at 46 and 33. Chicago in the 6th seed at 45 and 34. And then looking at the play-in tournament teams, you got Cleveland at 43 and 37. The Nets at 41 and 38. The Hawks at 41 and 38 also. And then you have the Charlotte Hornets at 40 and 39. Now, going down that list, let's talk East first, and we'll hit the West. Going down that list for the top 10 teams right now, who do you think is outside the top? We'll say outside the top 4. Let's go outside the top 4. Outside the top 4, who do you think is the most dangerous team in the East right now? Outside the top 4. Okay. Jay, we'll start with you.
Most dangerous team. Who's that 5th seed?
Yeah, 5th seed is the Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Bulls is the 6th.
Yeah.
I don't see Toronto winning a series. I mean, with just Siakam, they don't got enough. They don't got enough weapons to win a series.
Right.
Who's the most dangerous? You got to say Brooklyn, right? Got to be the Brooklyn Nets, the most dangerous, just because they have 2 unstoppable offensive forces on their team any given night that can go off and win a playoff game. They have the experience of winning playoff games, winning championships. They don't need home court advantage to do it. In their mind, all they need to do is win at home, and then you got to play Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in a game 7. That's the mentality you got to have. Right, I would say they're the most dangerous. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win anything,
right?
But if the question is who's the most dangerous, if I'm in the playoffs and I'm looking at the seeding and I see I got to play KD in the first round after winning 45, 50 games, my reward is I get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving coming to my gym in game 1. I would say they're the most dangerous.
Okay, Rashard, who you got?
Same, bro. You talking about KD and Kyrie, bro? I'm looking, okay, so the Heat, Jimmy trying to fight a dude that don't even play no more, Adonis and his coach. Tatum's the only one on Boston that's really, really getting it. Giannis, I just became a fan of Giannis like 2 days ago, and I'm being for real when I say that. I'm being for real. Because my thing is, I look at Giannis like I do Ben Simmons. You didn't grow up in the States, so we didn't really give a damn about you. We didn't see Giannis play AAU.
Yeah.
I had to look up. Anthony looked up where Ben went, Mount Vernon. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, first of all, I'm not making none
of this stuff up.
First of all, I looked that up. Don't be giving away. Don't be
you and your brother. God, bro, it's all about you. Kobe. Come on, Kobe. God damn, bro.
But you ain't just gonna give what you ain't gonna give credit to something I did. Don't you know that?
All right.
One of the Simpson boys looked it up.
Yeah,
there you go.
Boys, yeah.
And we a team though, but I'm just saying though.
Damn, Jay, look how quick he would. Boy, you act like you the only child. Like I said that. Like, bro, you could just text me like you realize you misspoke. You couldn't even do that. But
anyways,
I look at the Cats. They not from here,
mm.
and I think I don't give them no love. I get it. Mount Verdi at that point, he wasn't really doing AAU. It was just that, and I have this same argument just to jump off task. I tell people if Dirk would have grew up in the States, we would have ruined his career. Dirk would have had his back to the basket. We didn't know that Ben Simmons couldn't shoot at LSU because they gave us the Ben Simmons lie. They gave us the Magic, Steve Smith, Anthony Hardaway. They gave us that. So when he's at LSU, Ben Simmons, what's he doing? Going down the lane, just passing and distributing. You go down, you get fouled, miss a layup, nobody's really tripping. He gets to the NBA, and it's like, what the hell?
Hey, okay, I don't mean to cut you off, but Rashad, I need you to do me a huge favor. I want you to back up to what you just said about when Ben Simmons got to LSU and then to the point where he got to the NBA. Just say that one more time for me if you can.
They hit us. The dude grew up in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So when he got to LSU, they gave us the Magic Johnson, the Steve Smith, and the Anthony Hardaway.
Mm-hmm.
To this day right now, that's why I can't shoot, because I wanted to be like Penny. Penny wasn't no shooter. Magic wasn't no shooter. Steve Smith, they could score.
Right.
They could facilitate.
Yeah.
I can literally bring the ball down the court at my height and do hell out the damn ball. I don't give a damn about scoring.
Yeah, you did.
I don't give a damn about scoring.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, they hit us. Bro, we didn't know this boy couldn't score. He's driving down the lane in LSU. None of us knew this dude couldn't score. Who is doing the scouting for Philly? Because I need his job, because you guys got folks. This bastard couldn't go from Washington, and this bastard couldn't score. I need the job. I know good basketball, but if y'all want bad basketball, I can get you bad basketball. Bro, they had folks.
And get paid millions.
No. Bro, Philly, yeah, the process, yeah, that's code for watch this bullshit. That's what the process meant. I had to curse. Y'all know I had to curse. I had to curse at least once. I had to curse once.
Okay, Rashad, we're gonna dive into your segment off topic, because I've got something off topic right now. Okay. So my question is this, and both of you, we've all said this. We've all said this collectively, and I know we said this individually. And Rashad just said it again. When we talk about these international players coming to America, okay, and they're coming to America, and all of a sudden, they make these. You got Giannis, one of the biggest names. You got Luka, who's the other big. I'm talking about like right now. Before then, you had Dirk. Who was the other international? But you had Parker, Tony Parker. You had some of those guys. Ginobili, Kukoc. I mean, okay. So what I'm saying is, okay, looking at that mentality, and it's what you said. The last part of what you said that really struck this off for me, because I've had a serious problem with this as a coach. In America, we ruin players. Because we think because a player is 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", they're a post player. Yep. We automatically assume that. But a lot of these kids, what I'm saying, one example is Anthony Davis. He was a guard. But then he had a growth spurt. Yep. And all of a sudden they sticking around the post. But the thing is, he never got away with that. I mean, away from it too much.
He can still handle the ball.
Yeah, he can handle the ball.
He don't turn the ball over.
But my question is this. Well, I guess my statement, I want you guys to kind of piggyback off this and tell me what your thoughts are. My statement is, in America, we ruin players because we put them in a box. we say, okay, you're 6'3" and under, you're a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Or you're 6'6" and under, you're either a point guard, shooting guard, or a small forward. Okay, you know, so with that in mind, you know, and I see both of y'all's wheels turning. What are your thoughts on that? As far as, you know, do you disagree? Do you agree? Do you have something to add on to it? What are your thoughts, Jay? We're gonna go with you first.
Yeah, go Jay.
I think that's an old way of thinking. You know, in the last 10 years, I think that's changed with positionless basketball in the NBA. Now, when we were coming up, yes, if you were tall, you played center. You know, even when I came out here to college in Kansas, like there are some players that were literally on my college basketball team that I was taller than, but they didn't know how to play like a guard because they went to such a small school. They were the tallest person in school, so they had to play center or they had to play power forward. So all through high school, they're 6'2" centers. You know what I mean? And then they get to college and it's like they don't know how to play out on the perimeter. Fortunately for me, I'm from a big city and I learned how to play an all-around game. So I play inside out. Not everybody benefited from that back in the day. Now, I think it's changed. You got so much positionless basketball, and you got players like Draymond who came in the league as a 3, didn't know what position he was going to be, and then Golden State started stretching him out. He can guard bigs, he can bring the ball up. You got KD who's 7 foot, who can play any position. I think more kids are going to be like that. Now, fast forward 10 years, I think you're going to see a whole bunch of Kevin Durant's and Lukas out there. It's going to be a bunch of tall 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" players that just play. Basketball is going to be spread out. Everybody's going to be moving around. Now, you might not see the traditional big banging, backing people down,
right,
and posting up and doing jump hooks, but you'll see a wing player that can go to the post when they got a mismatch and shoot a fadeaway or can get to the basket. I think that's where the game's going now.
Now, for sure, before you jump in, I will say this, Jay, to your point, I also think it depends on where you're located, because if you're in a you know a smaller town, you got to remember a lot of them still like you just said, old way of thinking. A lot of them still have that, and I've seen it even
But cream rises to the top, so you won't see them at the professional level.
Well, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But what I'm saying is, what I've seen in my own backyard, kids that are talented, that could be playing in different positions or doing this and that, because of coaching, they don't get that opportunity. So now the kid just leaves and doesn't play anymore because he can't play for that. He can't play for that coach. Yeah. You know, and it's so saddening to me because of that. Because it's like, yo, you can't just think that just because they're a certain height, they have to play a certain position. I coach position in basketball. I have no positions whatsoever. You know, you need to learn if you're a so-called center, you better know what the point guard does. You know what I'm saying? If you're the point guard, you better know what the center does, because you know what? In the office I run, you're going to be in any one of those positions. So you might have to initiate the offense. So Rashard, we're gonna go to you because I know you. Oh boy, I see you foaming at the mouth like a pit bull, like a rabid pit bull.
I know I'm gonna get off topic.
We already off topic.
When you said the way you coached, the way I coached,
and
I'm gonna always bring them up because I'm a fan of them. Back in the Gap, Kentucky, it didn't matter who got the rebound. The post was going to bring the ball down the court. So when I was coaching middle school, kid got the ball one time and he paused. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm looking for somebody to pass it to. I said, for what? You can't dribble the ball? I said, so you can't get the ball past half court? So now I'm on. So you trying to tell me you can't get this ball past half court? Once you get it there, I don't need you to run the offense. I said, and when we played in Iraq,
yeah,
people didn't realize I could handle the rock, Jay.
I'm
looking like game one, I get the rebound. I'm like, go down the court. Everybody looking like,
yeah,
Tim like,
hey, I did.
Like, yeah, let's go.
I'm open.
He got it. Like, he got it.
I'm out. I'm out.
I ain't about to try to come down here and score. I'm about to get somebody who's open on the wing.
Yes.
You done ran past your screens. I'm going to kick this ball to the wing. Do y'all thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Coach never said nothing else after that. Tim was like, he's got it. Let's go. Let's go.
I was like, well, why? I'm looking back like, why y'all still standing there? What are y'all doing? Hey, they don't want to score. Give me the ball.
Like when I coach, I just coach situational. I don't coach plays because, and I've always said this, once they deny the first or second pass, in my mind, the play is done.
Yeah.
If you go with the whole middle school 5 passes and all that, once they don't deny 1 or 2 plays, 1 or 2 passes, like now you got to go basketball IQ. That's me. So I just coach situational. Like, okay, do you know what you need to do here? Okay, once you set a pick, get open. I'll run the weirdest out of bounds play in the world. You'll be like, why are they lined up over there? Like, why the hell are they way over there? Why are they at half court and they inbounding the ball from under the basket? I've done it. And I just look at the other coach like this, y'all. Hey, and that coach be like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see. You ain't did this defense. I can't wait to see this.
Saying you ain't prepared. I know you're a player.
We might not score, but we're going to get the ball in within 5 seconds.
Oh, man.
I don't even know what the question was.
So, okay. Well, I'm gonna give you the question again. Rashard, in your opinion, when you talk about some of these international players as they come to the United States, we've already said that some of these players, we don't care what you did, this and that, but there's a difference between some of them compared to the ones that we have in the United States. My original statement was, I think in a lot of cases in the United States, we ruined some players. Because there are some coaches that haven't, like Jay said, old school thinking.
Right.
And think that because you're a certain height, you're a certain build. That you have to play this position, you have to do these things, you can't do anything else. So do you agree with that or disagree?
No, I agree. I grew up, and I'm being for real, like, what's today, Wednesday or whatever? I grew up respect for Giannis, like, whenever he broke Kareem's record, Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, was it Monday? I think it was Monday.
I know he don't work out with nobody but his brothers. He don't fool with LeBron, Melo. He never worked out with Kobe. And I thought he was weird for that. But I'm being for real. 2 days ago, I just kind of watched this cat, and he hit a little dunk, and he flexed. I'm like, man, look at this boy's body, man. I said, this boy is really putting in some work, man. I'm like, I thought he was corny last year when they won the championship. He had his little goggles on. I was like, this goofy cat. Like Americans ain't even gonna entertain this dude. Like Ben Simmons. I mean, bro, it's like, I don't know why I think like that, but I think like, I'm like, bro, we don't have, and watch how I turn this one around, Tim. What'd you say, off topic? We don't have the Zion highlights from high school. And why the hell Fatburger did that 2 weeks ago with the damn video. Come on, Zion. We seen the video during TNT. What are you doing? We don't have that of Giannis. We don't have that of a Ben. We don't really have Mount Verdi highlights of Ben clocking out. Playing, yes. Clocking out, no. Zion? Oh, wow. I can't even tell you where Zion go.
I don't know. I remember the colors.
Did he go to his high school or did he go to one of them preps?
I think he went to a prep. I thought. I honestly don't know.
The one in Virginia or something?
I don't know.
Nah, he was in school.
You know what I'm saying?
He stayed in South Carolina.
We just like Morant. Ja, come on, man. That boy there. Bro, Ja is serious. I just think we just Americans and we just draw to, like, Giannis didn't grow up here. Like, we don't give a damn about this cat, man. I told my boy he couldn't. He was just arguing me all night. I'm like, bro, I'm done arguing with you, bro. Like, this dude not from here. We don't. But Giannis a monster. Man, this dude here, bro. What he do? What he taking? Jay, 3 steps to get to half court.
Pretty much, yeah.
Get in front of him if you want to. He doing that LeBron back in the Cleveland day, running through you. You can take a charge if you want to, but how many charges are you really taking?
I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Nah, if I take a charge from him, somebody's gonna have to charge my credit card to the ER.
It better be his. It ain't his first. It damn sure ain't gonna be his first one. It better be his last charge.
Oh, it's gonna be last. Just go ahead and put my hands across my chest. You know what I'm saying? Get the priest out so he can get my last rites. Because I'm about to be down. Yes.
Hey man, y'all.
Down goes Frazier.
His free throws, his 3-pointer. Hey,
yeah.
I got nothing to say bad about that cat, man. I'm like, Giannis, I'll shut up. Just like Westbrook. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Westbrook, bro. He carried OKC back in the gap when Durant was hurt. Man, I ain't got nothing bad. Westbrook just mentally he's just checking out on this for whatever reason. But where can Westbrook go? Where can he go? New York? Where can he go? Nowhere.
If it does not work out for him at all here, if they don't bring him back next season. If they don't bring him back next season, I don't know of another squad that's going to pick him up. I just don't.
The money, bro. Westbrook good.
I mean, it's what it. I get it. I do get it. But like, I don't know. He's a whole different.
Their whole team is like back to when we started the show. Like, how in the world are these cats?
We got to transition. To the Western Conference. We haven't talked about them at all, really. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the top 6 teams. All right, number 1, Phoenix Suns, 63-16, which is just amazing. Really? Yes. Whoa. Memphis is 55-24. Mm-hmm. Golden State in the third seed right now at 50-29. The Mavericks are fourth at 49-30. The Jazz are 47-32 in 5th place, and 6th place is the Denver Nuggets at 47-33. Now, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seeds are as follows for the playing games right now. And the 7th seed is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, I'm sorry. I know I say this almost every show when I mention them. Like, I don't even hear too much about them anymore. And I honestly, literally,
you really don't. You really don't, bro. You really like who?
And they got a solid squad.
Like Big Cat from Kentucky. I mean,
D'Angelo Russell.
You don't hear none.
Yeah, well, we're getting that. And the 8th seed. Yeah, I know. I know you're happy. 8th seed is the Clippers, and the playing seed they're at 39-40. The Pelicans coming in at 35-44, and the San Antonio Spurs 34-45. But I want to talk real quick about the 11th seed, who's been eliminated from playoff contention. The team in South Beach, the team formerly known as
It ain't South Beach. South Beach is right.
Listen. They need to move to South Beach. That's what I'm saying. They need to get out of LA. They need to go from LA. They need to go
to Watertown.
Just get out. Go take a vacation for a while. Don't even be called the LA Lakers. Go to South Beach. That's what I'm saying.
I want to hear Jay on this one.
Yeah. So, but the Lakers right now are 31-48, and they just I don't know. Jay, give me a couple of minutes on this one. I'm gonna go to you before we go to Richard, the Lakers slayer.
I'm about to put a Clipper shirt on.
You can't be doing all these wardrobe trains, man. We ain't that big yet. Go ahead, Jay.
What am I talking about? These Lakers?
The
Western Conference.
Western Conference. Okay.
Western Conference Jokers.
All right, so I'll combine it all. All right. In the Western Conference, the only 2 teams that I feel like are even contending for a championship is Phoenix and Golden State. Memphis is having a good regular season. It's a breakout year for Ja. In the playoffs, they're going to find out that the game is totally different in the playoffs. It's a half-court game. You got to play at another level. They don't have enough horses they can win a series, but the second round matchup is a 2-3 matchup against the Warriors. The way the standings look, and I can't go with the Grizzlies in 7 games against them. That's just me. Barring injury, of course, from Golden State. Now, the rest of the conference, it's like the East and the West flip-flop. I am proud of Jason Kidd because Dallas looked terrible at the beginning of the year, and he climbed all the way back to the 4th seed.
Yes.
So, 4th, bro.
Yeah, so props to him and Luka for riding that ship. And they lost Porzingis and still righted the ship to a 4th seed. So props to them. But the 11th seed, so the Lakers, right? Everybody had them. I mean, can we say this is the worst Lakers team ever? Is it possible to say that? And the reason I say it is this. The reason I say it is this. It's not because of record. All right, there's 17 games under 500, which is ridiculous. But what I'm saying is because of expectations. Everybody was talking about this team going to win a championship. Everybody they got on paper. LeBron tweeting, keep that same narrative energy, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And for them to just throw in the towel, you can blame injury, whatever. Everybody had players hurt. I ain't trying to.
Yes.
They didn't have any effort in the last month of basketball. For them to be 17 games under 500 is ridiculous. I mean, it's embarrassing. I'm not a Lakers fan, but it's embarrassing for them, I guess. But man,
I think it's
they of course you do, but they quit. They quit on the season, and so what you see the Lakers do, that's the type of stuff that get coaches fired, right?
Right.
They quit on the team. They quit on the season. LeBron can still play, but he chooses not to because he figured what's the point.
LeBron balling, man. LeBron's he hurt, but yeah.
I ain't trying to hear all that. Like they just not a good basketball team. If you for those of you who are watching the Hey Coach podcast, we're on episode 8. Tune in. This is season 1. We're gonna keep it going.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to go back to about episode 2 or 3 when they asked me about the Los Angeles Lakers, please go and play back what I told y'all. Yeah. The Lakers are not good.
No,
they're not a good basketball team. So you know what happens to teams that are not good? They're 17 games under 500. They're not good basketball teams.
I'm surprised they're just 17 games under 500.
The Sacramento Kings are better than you, and they're trying to be worse than you. That's what happens.
The best team in LA is the Clippers.
Yes, they are. The Spurs are better than you.
I think the best team in LA is
watch your mouth, Tim. Watch your mouth.
Popovich is trying to leave. Pop is trying to build something there with these young kids and leave, and they accidentally have a better record than the Lakers. They better than the Lakers by accident.
Okay, wait.
They're a bad basketball team.
Okay, Rashard, before I go to you, just give me 1 second. Jay, I got to ask you this question. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a hypothetical. If let's say Westbrook played to his ability and potential that he played his very last season in Oklahoma City, is this a different Lakers team? I'm just talking about just him and him alone. Is this a different Lakers team?
Yeah, because I think it's mental. I think you got to think. Because what you asked me, you got to look. Mm-hmm. Westbrook wasn't turning the ball over like that.
No,
and he wasn't shooting the same shots. Like, didn't nobody ask this dude to shoot no threes. Just come in the lane, free throw line extended, shoot a little jumper. Kevin Durant and or Garnett, right there. It's like I hate the fact that he went home and he failed.
Yeah, but his last season he didn't have Kevin Durant. It was just him.
No. I'm talking about the shot. I'm talking about like where you shoot from.
Yeah.
Like Westbrook's not pulling up from the 3. It's like this dude is missing layups. He's turning the ball over. It's like, bro, like you done went, and when he went home, I wish we would have started this show before that. I said, not a good look. I said he went home trying to do too much. Probably got his boys, his family in the crowd. You're doing too much. Just like I would never go to my school. I would never go to Jarvis and coach. Y'all not gonna fire me in a couple of years because I didn't produce.
Right.
Nah, I hate it for Westbrook, but like I asked y'all, where?
So
where
I'll
can he
answer.
go?
I'll cover both of them. So number one, my wife always tells me I'm terrible at hypotheticals because I'm realistic all the time. But I'm gonna try to be hypothetical and play this game.
Okay.
All right. So with Westbrook, I think if he'd have played like he played in his last season, yes, they would have been a better team. However, the reason he didn't is 100% what Rashawn said. It's all mental.
Yes.
Think about it. The pressure that comes with, one, playing as a Laker, two, he at home, three, playing under LeBron, four, they won a championship 2 years before he got there. Five, this is the fourth roster in 4 years in LA. For those of y'all who don't know, LeBron's been there for 4 years. They've had 4 brand new rosters.
39. Hold on, Jake. 39 different lineups this year for the Lakers.
39 different. They have more lineups than
39.
wins. They have
Just in this year.
Wins. They have more lineups this year than wins. It's a dysfunctional team. So when everybody wants to blame Westbrook, he came to a dysfunctional situation, number one.
Yes.
So, yes, I think he would have played better if he was anywhere else.
Yeah.
He would have played better if he went back to UCLA. Now, what y'all didn't know, or what y'all might have heard now since it's Wednesday, is the Lakers were supposed to get DeMar DeRozan.
Yep. LeBron.
The Lakers were supposed to get DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
DeMar DeRozan's agent reached out to the Lakers and said, let's do something. He wants to come home. And then Westbrook and LeBron started talking. And that nixed the deal. If they would have, since we want to go hypothetical, if the Lakers would have did the DeMar DeRozan deal, they still would have had money for Caruso because he wanted to stay for less.
Yeah.
They still would have kept KCP. They would have had all of their core role players with DeRozan stepping in. I guarantee you they wouldn't be 17 games under 500 if they kept that team.
DeRozan was to be there.
Yes. And so to go back to where else can Westbrook go? So Westbrook has a player option. He's making $47 million next year. Just next year. LeBron only making 45. I say only. But he's making 45. Westbrook's making 47 next year with a player option. Usually, like I talked about in the previous show, how these options work. This is a player option, which means the player can choose if they want to stay or go. For $47 million, you ain't going nowhere. However, if they want to do a sign and trade, they can sign and trade him back to Houston for John Wall because the money matches.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying if that's going to make anything better. The money matches. Not saying it's going to make the team better, but if Westbrook wants to get out of there and the front office wants him out, the only way they can get him out of his $47 million in LA is to do a sign and trade with Houston for John Wall.
Only player Houston bringing back is Correa when he leaves Minnesota Twins next year when it's time for him to get out of his baseball contract. But that's all right. I know baseball too. That's the only person is coming back to Houston. Well, no, but that's a good look. You hit it. Ooh. And the crazy thing is, like, Wall travels kind of every once in a while with the team. I'm looking like, bro, Wall is not hurt. Tim,
no, he got video of player 101 with these dudes.
Bro, he's not hurt. Just like Paul George. Paul George wasn't really hurt. Kawhi, I don't think he's really hurt.
Right.
Paul George came back and hit 30 in the NBA. I ain't even a Paul George fan, but he plays for my team. You hit 30 in the NBA? Ain't nothing wrong with you, bro. Nothing. 30 in the NBA? Bro, I can't go hit 30 at 24-hour fitness right now.
He said 24-hour fitness.
No.
These guys, man, they getting them
He
chins.
said he couldn't hit 30 at 30. Oh,
I
wow.
can't hit 30 at 24-hour fitness in 3 games. No, I'm not putting up 10.
That Western Conference, though, back to the original. The Western Conference, man, Phoenix. I don't see anybody beating Phoenix. And the reason I was skeptical about that when CP3 was out, but then I saw how Devin Booker had them. It was like he never left. I was like, all right, ain't nobody beating them in the West.
Like Ja, like we still.
But thank you for saying that, Rashard. Okay, so my question is now, when I look at the Western Conference right now, there's really only I hate saying that. But if I had to say something, there's really 3 teams that Golden State, Memphis, and Phoenix.
Right.
Now, all 3 of those teams have had injuries, but all 3 of those teams are playing at a high level. So my question now is like, if I'm asking myself and I'm thinking to myself about this whole thing, it's like, yo, wait a minute. Phoenix has got a veteran team that, they've been there. They almost pulled it off last season. We already know Golden State's got championship caliber. Memphis is that team that's trying to break it in. They've got a young core and they're doing their thing. And now they don't have their superstar right now and they're still maintaining where they're at. So my thinking is, okay, who is next? Like, real talk, who's next? Because Phoenix may have a smaller window as far as their point guard position. And that's, because we really don't know what Chris Paul's going to do next season. So could this be his last season? Could he be saying, I want to come back for one more season? One of those things. It could be one of those things where if they win a championship this season, this might be Chris Paul's last season. Because that's the only thing he doesn't have is a championship. So if he doesn't win it, now it's like, okay, is he going to come back for one more season? Because the way he plays, the style of play, he can continue to play.
But do they bring somebody else? Because you can't. They don't win it this year. You really, really can't run back the same squad. You got to either bring a rookie that's electric.
Oh, they're gonna have to bring somebody else,
or a veteran that slid his little tail over there.
Yeah.
To whatchamacallit. Now, to me, there's 2 teams in the NBA that mirror each other. Memphis and Milwaukee. It don't matter if have you ever watched Milwaukee when Giannis is like out, bro? They still pass the ball to everybody around the court. Nobody's struggling. Nobody's tripping like, oh, Giannis is out. These jokers done went 19-2 or 15-3, whatever. Like, if you look at these squads, those are in the West and the East. Those squads is coming up. Chris Paul. It's to me. Since you brought it up, it's now or never. I just don't see. They got to get a goon next year if they don't win it this year, and he's got to want to come back and play.
I don't fall in love with these regular seasons.
Yeah.
So when I it sounds like I'm picking on Memphis this show, but they're having a good year. But I can't see them beating Phoenix 4 times in 2 weeks. I don't see them beating Golden State 4 times in 2 weeks. I just don't see it. Milwaukee can beat anybody. I mean, they proved it. They don't need to be the 1 seed to beat everybody.
Old school Spurs.
Spurs.
It don't matter where we at.
Right. I think Phoenix needs the 1 seed because they lost in the championship last year. So they're hungry. They got something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to get as many wins. They're like, even though Golden State won in 15, but everybody was like, oh, the only reason Golden State won is because so-and-so, Chris Paul got hurt. Then in the next series, somebody else was hurt.
Right.
He was hurt in the finals. Like, they felt like they was getting slighted. So they came back and went 73-9 to show everybody in the regular season, like, no, we about that. I think Phoenix is the same way. Like, they lost championship, so they motivated. Monty Williams didn't get coach of the year, so they're going to win as many games as they can to get coach of the year. So, but they're a complete team. With Memphis, it's just levels to it. I mean, they got to wait their turn. We all know how basketball goes, right? They got to wait their turn. Phoenix may have 1 more year. It's always a 3-year cycle. Once you get 3 years of playing all the way to June, you get a little burnt out, a little tired, unless you're LeBron. But so I just don't see Memphis doing anything in the playoffs. They're going to win a playoff series. They may even sweep the first round, and everybody will get excited because they swept the first round and be like, oh, they go Memphis. And then Ja is still 6'3", 180 pounds, and he's got to play playoff basketball. So you get deeper in the rounds, it gets more and more physical. Right. The refs swallow their whistle further and further. So I just don't think they built for it.
Let me cut you off, Tim, because I know you're ready to chime in.
Oh.
To piggyback off of Jay, which he's correct. I'm gonna tell you who Memphis is.
Okay, tell me who Memphis is.
I'm just gonna watch y'all's reaction on the screen. Memphis is the Sacramento Kings with Weber, Jay Will, and them boys. That's who they were. How close were they?
Yeah,
See, Webb didn't block out. He didn't block out. Dirk got the damn shot.
Yeah,
Bro,
but in that sense, though, Memphis hasn't gotten there yet, though.
Right. I'll agree with you I'll agree with you when they actually get into a playoff series.
That's
now,
who they are.
If you're talking about that, I would say like a team like Phoenix or
which Phoenix? Nash when he got screwed over with
I'm talking about I'm talking about as far as being compared to the Sacramento team, being there, being close. I'd put them in there. Miami, but this new Miami Heat team, you know what I'm saying? I'd put them in there.
What are they missing?
They're missing
big, or is it another shooter?
They're missing a closer. Yes, a closer. I love Jimmy. Listen, I love Jimmy Butler. He's a phenomenal player, but he's not that dude. He's not that dude that can actually close a game out.
Jimmy Butler is Paul George. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
And who did Paul George need to go play with?
Kawhi.
Yeah, and Kawhi's a closer. Now, unfortunately, I mean, the only thing he's closing right now is his bedroom door.
He's a fucking sitter.
He closes his bedroom door when he goes to bed, or what I'm saying, or the training room door when he goes in to get his load management training.
Part two.
Yeah. All right,
he is street clothes. He is the.
Kawhi over there playing NBA street hoops. he played street hoops.
Got an NBA a New Balance contract and just. All right,
hey, well, he's new and balanced. You know what I'm saying? He's balanced. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
I mean, what you want me to say, bro?
Terrible.
I get it,
bro.
I get it. Look. Listen. All three of us are the old school mentality.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Where if I can walk in the gym, heck, even if I can limp in the gym, I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we played last night. I don't care if it's the third game in 4 nights. I'm playing.
Is Kawhi even 30 years old?
George hit 30 in his first game.
Is Kawhi
in the NBA?
Is Kawhi Leonard even 30 years old? How old is Kawhi Leonard? He's like 28.
Wow.
He's not even 30 yet. He's probably set more games. He's almost to the point now that he's set more games than he's played. And he's like 28.
Come on, man. You stealing money, bro.
What?
You a
ski
thief.
mask. He's
You a
ski
thief.
mask in the Clippers.
You Randy Moss with the Raiders. I said it. I brought it. I said it. You Randy Moss with the Raiders. You stealing money.
He won a championship with Toronto. Put his ski mask on,
and then just
went down to LA.
He went back to the crib.
Rob Job.
That's phony, bro. And then both of them boys is from Cali. Him and Paul George.
Well, then they know how to. Then they know how to rob people.
Cali cat, hey, Jay. These Cali cats kind of weak. Kawhi, Paul George, DeRozan. Yeah, it's a couple of these cats kind of soft.
Oh my God!
In the league.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
They ain't got that D Wade and that Paul. Yeah, they ain't got that D Wade in them.
Wow!
That Derrick Rose.
Look! Check it out, guys.
We'll get him Antoine. We'll give him Anthony Davis. We'll give him Anthony Davis in the trade. We'll give him.
Look, we gotta take a quick break, man. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna really get right back into it. All right. So, but baby, geez, y'all, I'm telling you what, right now. Y'all not gonna hurt me tonight, okay? Y'all just not gonna do it. We're just not gonna do it, all right? But no, great stuff. We're gonna take a quick break, real quick, everybody, and we're gonna get right back to more Hey Coach with Coach Tim Simpson, Rashard Collins, and Jamal Mundane. Hey everybody, how we're doing? We're back at it. Look, it's been a great first half of the show. Really enjoying it. We've had some great conversations. Jamal and Rashard are really doing their thing. Rashard, I'm gonna ask you a question, my man.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Hold on a second. No, you're. Oh, hold on. Let me get you. I got you now. Bam. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who's your favorite to win the NBA championship?
I want to see Chris Paul win one, man, because they screwed him when he couldn't go to the Lakers, and every team he's gone to, even when he was here in Houston, he produced. He went to OKC when they tried to write him out the league. Mm-hmm. He produced. They sent him to Phoenix to really write him off. Produce. I want to see Phoenix. I want to see Chris. I don't even want to see a team. I want to see Chris Paul cut. I mean, I don't think they cut the Nets down in the NBA like that. I want to see Chris Paul win the championship. I want to see this boy cry. I want to see him hug his coach. I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see Chris Paul do it. I don't. KD, you did it with Golden State. I really want to see, but I wanted to see Brooklyn with Harden, though, bro. Like I wanted to see one of the best, like just 3 cats that can just go and put up points. Like I really wanted to see that, but
I don't believe in Harden like y'all do.
Yeah,
this is y'all stuff.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I want to see Chris Paul just.
The dude is flaky, man. I don't believe in him.
Yeah, no, he is.
Harden flaky, man. If things don't go his way, he pout. He want to get out. Like he don't want to work, man.
Well, you can say the same thing, but honestly, you can say the same thing about Kyrie.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
you can, but
here's the thing. Here's the difference for me. This dude will do whatever it takes to leave a team. He come out of shape. He lose a playoff game. He in the strip club the same night. Like in playoff series, he's terrible. You can't say that about Kyrie. We got a bunch of 3 for 27s from James Harden in playoff games where they needed him. Like this dude, he's a regular season guy. He's a regular season, give me my numbers guy. And when the playoffs come or when a big time game comes, his game is in the locker room, man. I mean,
and I would only say this when it comes to Kyrie. First of all, none of us are going to sit there and deny that dude is a phenomenal player. He's just a phenomenal talent. He's generational talent. The dude is just unbelievable. On the court, man. But my thing is this.
Play in person.
Yeah, my thing is this. I always view. Now I'm viewing more things as a coach, and with like I said, I've said this in the past, owning my own organization in a minor league setting. I look at the whole thing from totality, and the thing is as a Kyrie. A player like that, as great as he is, I'd be extremely hesitant or just never give him a chance, given his past record, because he's not a locker room guy. He's not a leader in any sense of the fashion, leader whatsoever, and I don't think I can trust him ever. I mean, I love
Kyrie is. You want to know who Kyrie is?
Oh God!
All right, so all of us played ball when we was younger, right? Whether it's baseball, football, basketball. Street hockey, whatever, right?
Yes.
You know who Kyrie is?
Yes, Jay.
So anytime you had a game and you needed to get there and this dude just showed up, like he ran to the bus before the bus left, but the bus waited on him because you knew you needed him.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Yes.
Kyrie is the dude running down the street to try to get on the bus.
Yes.
He missed practice. His grades ain't that good. But when it's game time, like get this dude a jersey, get him.
Yeah. Bro, I 100% agree with that.
Hey, I thought
we all played with that guy.
I thought you was gonna say Kyrie was a dude with the matching headband, jersey, shoe. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, oh, I know where he's going. The cat with the whole situation. I'm like,
no, them dudes
them dudes can't play.
This right here sucks. Like, let me get Buddy. Yeah, let me guard Buddy because this dude is trash. He didn't buy this whole $200 outfit. I got him.
No, get Kyrie a jersey and just get him on the bus. That's what.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Didn't work though, man.
Oh, and that's what I think that honestly for me, talking with both of y'all, I think that's what makes me so upset when it comes to Kyrie. He is that player that I get on to my players now about, you're not that type of dude that you can sit there and just not show up for practice, not do this, not do that, and think you're going to make it to the next level.
What?
I mean, I'm like, yo, you're not that dude. I said, that's only a few. That's a handful of dudes like that. Kyrie's that dude. Like, if Kyrie, I look at this. If Kyrie had the work ethic of LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul,
you can stop there. You can stop there.
His teammate, Kevin Durant.
That was going to be my fifth one. Yeah. Kevin Durant. If he had Kevin Durant,
his teammate, yeah, Jim.
Oh man,
if he had the work,
if he had the work ethic,
yeah, went to the Rucker and come on, man.
And that's what I'm saying. If he had that work ethic and he wasn't so like Rashad likes to say, so weird. If he wasn't so much like that and actually just came and played ball, Uncle Drew should be playing ball. That dude, you know what? I love LeBron James, but LeBron James wouldn't be able to hold a candle to that dude.
If the boy wouldn't have been not vaccinated or whatever, do you think these boys is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th? No. They top in the East. I ain't gonna say number one, but they're not in the position they're in now.
His talent is never
this boy that came back and scored a million doggone points the other day. I'm looking like
his talent has never been a question. One of my boys, me and one of my boys go back and forth over the last couple of years, and he said, "Hey, who's better, Dame or Kyrie?" I always say Kyrie, right?
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you why I always say Kyrie. Because the talent has never been the issue. The only reason that there's a conversation is because either Kyrie's hurt or he's got front office team issues. It's never been on the basketball.
Or the earth is flat that day.
Whatever, but it's never on the basketball court. On the basketball court, Dame is not. Dame can't hold a candle to Kyrie. It's not an accident. It's not an accident that this dude plays 10 games at Duke and he's the number one overall.
I gotta ask somebody that question.
Like, come on, man.
Awesome. I gotta steal it from him. I'm gonna let them know you said it. I'm gonna be like, yo, Dame or Kyrie.
Well, I mean, Jay brings up. I mean, that's a huge point.
That because right there, like, whoa.
Because that's one thing I said. Like somebody said, "Oh, Kyrie's too." I said, "Well, I'm not gonna say he's not, but I didn't see him play in college." He came to the NBA.
13 games or something like that.
He played 10. 10 games, the number one pick.
He was the number one overall pick.
And then I agree. I'm saying it wasn't a bad pick, but you know what I'm saying, that was a gamble. He gets Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing, but I think the problem with Cleveland was that they were so terrible when he first got there that he was the man, and then couldn't figure out why he wasn't getting them over the hump. It took LeBron James coming back to help him get over the hump, along with with Kevin Love and some other guys. But then what happened was, hold up, here's what happened. Yeah, no, you're right. But here's the thing: what happened? What happened when Kyrie went to Boston?
The system didn't even fit him for what he was doing. Like,
exactly,
it didn't,
because that system.
Who's the guard that's not at Boston now? That was with Brown.
Rozier. Terry Rozier.
I thought Rozier was perfect at Boston.
He was nice. He was a perfect fit for him.
So since we off topic, who else came out with Kyrie that year? I couldn't tell you.
2011.
I don't remember. I ain't talking about position. I'm just period.
Just period.
Like seriously, like
I don't even remember.
You know how they talk about.
I was just looking at this the other day too.
This draft class and so and so's. I'm like, who else was with this cat? And Cleveland got him. And then he was. How many
Cleveland
years did he play without LeBron? 2.
That was the year. So LeBron left the year before.
So he played 2 years without LeBron, and then and then LeBron.
No, they played 4. He was in Miami for 4.
Yeah.
They were 4 without LeBron. So LeBron left in 2010 to Miami, and then they were in the lottery the next 4 years. And then he came back after that. Kyrie played with him in 2015.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like I said, Kyrie is a phenomenal talent. But I think his talent has been overshadowed by his off the court. I don't want to say antics, but just his off the court personality.
I mean,
honestly, his off the court personality. Because when he's on the court, he's nothing like what you see in the interviews or what you're hearing in these interviews and stuff like that. He's nothing like that. He's when he's on the court, that dude's a whole completely different person.
When he's on the court, you can hear NBA analysts say Uncle Drew. Like, no,
you're right. Yeah,
night.
you're right.
I'm watching them right now. They play in New York, bro. For them to say Uncle Drew, and then for anybody who's played ball realize what Uncle Drew is. Uncle Drew is an old head dude that could flat out bust your ass, no matter how old I am. And they call this boy Uncle Drew.
Yeah,
Kyrie is a different cat. He's just weird off the court to me. I'm like what you just said, Tim. It's just like, bro, you come on. The world is flat, bro. Bro, if you don't get your butt out of here, oh my God.
Well, he's probably looking at his phone and it's not round on the phone.
And if this boy would have played the whole season, every game, these boys ain't in this position. They not.
Well, for sure, everybody knows that. But that's the league. That's why it's 82 games, right?
And I love it.
Yeah,
health comes in, and that's why I don't sway my opinion either way when it comes to regular season basketball. Like, and I said earlier that they still the scariest team. Like, as much as people talk about them being in the play-in and all that, I guarantee in them locker rooms, don't nobody want to see them in the first round.
No.
Hey, they get in that East. Hey, Miami, Cleveland. Hey, it's a couple of them squads ain't really looking for the bro. You about to go with KD and Kyrie.
And the thing is right now, as it's saying, Ben Simmons is supposed to be ready for the playoffs.
Nah, he's out. They shut him down.
Oh, they went and shut him down? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's just a waste. Bro. I think it's just a waste.
Back is really like he's really hurt.
Well, I think
he needs a full training camp with them. Like, now that Kyrie will be playing, like, he need that too. But
and a counselor.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect
he needs a hug
anyway. Next year, but the good thing about Brooklyn is they're set up for long-term success.
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't need to win now. Like, everybody's re-signed next year. So.
Oh, you can damn sure trust this New Jersey process. You can damn sure trust that. Yeah. Can y'all imagine if they still had what's buddy that's at Cleveland, the cat with the fro,
Jared Allen.
Oh yeah, ooh yeah. And I love Jared Allen.
Jared Allen is a true person that you can appreciate because Jared Allen ain't gonna try to do too much. He ain't gonna try to shoot nothing. He's just gonna play basketball from where he was coached at middle school. You're a big guy, rebound, grab the ball, kick it out, finish under the goal. Jared Allen, bro, when they got rid of him, I'm looking, and then he balled in Cleveland. He did not soak. Yeah. He did not. I would have shut down. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I would have shut down. I'd have been like, I can't believe they got rid of me. This is bull. I know me.
Yeah.
That dude, straightforward, consistent. Like, oh, okay, let's get it.
Yeah, made his first All-Star team this year. Yeah, he was a pro.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with that. Hey, we're gonna take 2 pauses as everybody's seeing scrolling down your screen. We got. Oh, you thought I put your disclaimer back on there?
No,
I didn't put this. Now y'all like worried about his disclaimer coming back up there. But anyways, this is the social media for the show. You can reach us on Facebook at Timothy Rashad Jamal. You got Twitter at Hey Coach Podcast and Instagram at Hey Coach Podcast. Yeah, Rashad, touch the screen. Touch the screen. Of course, as you all know, you're already viewing us on our YouTube channel. But this is our YouTube channel.
Man, he said, touch the screen.
And then, of course, for anything for our audio podcast, just go to anchor.fm/Hey Coach T. You can go check out any of our past episodes on there as well. So if you're driving around, if you're driving your car, going to work, or you're on a long trip, and you need something you want to listen to and get a good laugh in, most definitely check out our podcast on Anchor. And for those who didn't get to see it earlier, this is our disclaimer for Rashard Collins. The thoughts and beliefs of Rashard Collins are his own and do not necessarily line up with the show or its creators' thoughts or beliefs. Thank you very much. You know what that means though, Rashard? I'm gonna tell you, Rashard, you know what that means? That means you've made it.
That's funny,
when someone has to give a disclaimer on, they're like, hey, he's so controversial. He's so controversial that we gotta have
me, man.
Wait till Anthony sees it though. Wait till Anthony sees it. He's going.
That's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I was told.
So Jay,
about my behavior.
But you've been actually pretty
doing
well.
Good. I'm doing all right.
So I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that someone sends you a cookie or something. Get you a little gold star because you're A-okay, buddy. Jay, let's transition to something real quick. Let's get off Rashard's disclaimer. Now you and I had a conversation not that long ago, and we had talked about something that was going on. Now it was Calvin Ridley, right? From the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just real quick the support show, so I hope everybody knows what we're talking about. But Jake, give us a little background on what happened with that, so that way that can transition into what I want to go into next.
So Calvin Ridley, he was a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, a former wide receiver, I should say. We'll see. But the reason I say that is because he left mid-season, this past NFL season, for mental health reasons. He just needed to get away. And, the Atlanta Falcons let him leave. Once the season ended, news came out that he was caught gambling on football. So when you're in the NFL or you play for a professional sports team, it's in the contract, in the bylaws. Everybody knows it. It's a written rule and unwritten rule. It's happened over history to not bet on games. So he was caught betting on games. He was on a betting site. The name of the website is nevertheless on this show, but he was on a betting site and got caught. Somebody in the NFL, they found his name or his handle on the betting site, and he ended up getting caught and got suspended for this next upcoming season or indefinitely. So sports betting obviously is a real thing, and it's crazy because Calvin Ridley is one of the premier wide receivers in the league and ended up getting caught sports gambling.
Okay, so my question is this, because I hadn't really been following that story. So Jake, please give me some clarification on this. Now, was he betting on his team to win? Was he betting on his team to lose? Was he just betting on other games? Do you know some of the details that was going on with that?
Yeah, so just paraphrasing it all, he was betting on his team to win games. Okay. He wasn't betting in point shaving. It wasn't anything like that. It was the same way that I bet, or you do parlays. Parlays is basically where you bet on multiple games or multiple things to happen within a game. And there's a payout, there's a bet you make, and then there's a payout of a large sum of money because you bet that multiple things will happen. So you can do a 4-game parlay or 8-game parlay. So what Calvin Ridley was doing is he was betting on games and he was betting on teams to win, but he got caught. And it's a rule that as a professional athlete, you can't bet on the sport you play. Yeah. And so he got caught. Me in the back of my, as soon as I seen it, I laughed and how dumb can you be? Obviously, if you want to bet, just let somebody else do it for you. He risked $80 million to place this bet. And why I say that is because of his contract. He was going to make $80 million or 80-some million dollars. And he basically threw it all away just to do a parlay bet. And he could have had somebody else do for him. It's insane. But yes, but sports betting is real, obviously. Players are into it, and you just want to be careful if you are an athlete in that sport.
So my question to both of you. Now, Rashard, I'm gonna go to you first before we go to Jay. So my question to both of you, because Jay just said, and I picked up on that, he was betting on his team to win. Now, they weren't point shaving, they weren't betting on them to lose or anything like that. He's betting on his team to win. Now, that reminds me of another player, Pete Rose.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Should be in the Hall of Fame, but has a lifetime ban right now.
Screwing him.
So my question is this: if the NFL does not give really a lifetime ban,
oh, they're not. They're not. Right.
Does this give a little bit of momentum to some of those baseball fans when it comes to Pete Rose?
No, because baseball fans, baseball writers, and people who have votes are the old school. Get off my lawn, and they
get off
hate
my lawn.
the Pete Rose. Yes. They hate the A-Rods.
Yes,
they kissing Jeter's ass. Who else ain't in there? Your man with the sock from Boston, your boy.
You talking about Pedro?
Oh no, it's Roger Clemens
from Boston.
Roger Clemens.
Oh, Clemens. I'm thinking about Martinez.
They hating on these cats.
Yeah,
like. These cats gonna have to go away before you can get cats like this in here. So really place that bet in Miami, in Florida. Why are you betting on your squad though, bro? Like you what are you doing? That's crazy. Like, you in the league. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right. It's not like it's a rule he didn't
know. To me,
know.
it's point shaving. I don't give a damn. It ain't basketball to where you get the ball. Like, you ain't really getting the football like that. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, I could be clapping for the, and I throw this bug away. Well, bro, you point shaving. Like, what are you
my thing is this. I might see it differently if maybe he was playing for Green Bay or Tampa Bay or a team that's really doing. You playing for the Falcons to win and betting on the Falcons to win?
And this is what you're doing?
And this is what you betting on the Falcons to win? You is not too smart. So therefore, what you said, what Jay said, talking about, how dumb can you be? You should at least have somebody else. First of all, he's betting on the Falcons to win. That should be a red flag right there, player. You not up there. He risked, like Jay said, an $80 million contract. First of all, if somebody's talking about they're gonna pay me $80 million to play a sport, I'm not doing anything extra that's gonna cost me $80 million. I don't care how much he probably looked at it like, well, I play for the Falcons. If the Falcons win, I'm really about to triple and quadruple this money. Go ahead.
Called Off Topic, right?
Oh God, here we go.
So what's the difference between Mayweather betting on himself?
There's nothing. Well, I take that back.
You know what I'm saying?
First of all, it's legal.
You say I'm saying?
First of all, it's legal. Number two,
I'm looking like
first of all, it's legal. Number two, it's an individual. It's not. It doesn't rely on anybody else. It doesn't rely on anybody else except for himself.
Ain't got nothing to do with a team. I'm looking like. Damn,
so
it's legal in the WBC.
Yeah.
Boxing,
they encourage it.
Boxing Federation, you can do it, and the fights are in Vegas or Abu Dhabi or other countries where it's legal. Sports betting is legal in the states. In certain states, it's almost like marijuana. It's legal state by state. Like in the state of Missouri, where I'm at, you can't go on these betting sites and place bets. But in Illinois, it is. It just got legal in Arizona. Like, it's different states where you can do that. Now, I can get on one and do a daily fantasy, but I can't do the parlays or the spreads or the money lines here in the state of Missouri. It's not legal.
So, Jay, explain to us a little bit more about how the sports betting, because I know you're into that. You're starting to get into it a little bit more. Yeah. Explain to us a little bit more how all that really works.
So there are different sites that you can go on to place bets. Mm-hmm. If you've ever been to Vegas, for the viewers, if you guys have ever been to Las Vegas or Atlantic City, You go into a casino, you'll see the ticker, and it has every sport you can think of, to horse races, dog tracks,
Right.
to Formula One, everything.
Goddamn,
All the major sports, 4 major sports,
softball.
everything. Anything that is competition, you can bet on.
Cricket.
So exactly. So what they've done is basically change that. It's still in Vegas. They just made it digital now.
Wow.
So on your computer, on your phone, your tablet, whatever it is, there are actual websites. You know, the ones you guys have heard of. You know, the FanDuels and all that. You can actually Caesars, right? You can go on these sites and you can place bets every day. You create an account. You put your bank account on there, your money, whatever it is you're doing, and you can place bets. Your account it shows you the amount of money you have, and you can select a sport, MLB, NBA, NFL, and then it shows you the games that are being played, and it shows you what Vegas has to offer as far as bets. So, for example, if the Bulls are playing the Cleveland Cavs tonight,
Right.
they'll have a bet. They'll have multiple bets for that game. Whatever the spread is, you can bet on the spread that either the team that is favored to win will cover, or the team that is the underdog will cover that spread. You can bet on your phone or anywhere, and whatever amount you want to bet, it gives you the odds of how you can bet that.
So you can do in-game betting, bro. You want to bet
do in-game betting. You can bet on what the score is going to be at the end of a quarter.
Tim, you can bet on if Jay gets 2 rebounds in the first quarter.
And so that's where I was going with parlays. So you can bet on in-game parlays. I can bet that 5 or 6 different individual players. DeMar DeRozan gets 24 or more points. Zach LaVine gets 20 or more points. Vucevic gets 8 or 9 rebounds. Like, you can bet on that individual.
Oh no, it's ridiculous, dude. And
if you hit on all of those, it tells you the amount that it'll pay out based on how much you're willing to bet. Like, you can do that for any sport.
You can go in game. You can go in game. We can be first quarter, your boy balling out. We can bet second quarter, like, yo, DeRozan about to get 2 assists.
Yes.
LaVine about to get 9 points. Caruso about to get 3 assists. You can do this in game right now. The
craziest thing I remember, and I've been doing this since college, you can bet in the Super Bowl, you can bet if it's going to be heads or tails. You can bet
the color of the damn Gatorade.
You can bet the color of the Gatorade.
Shut.
Yep.
Oh.
College football national championships, you can bet what you think the color of the Gatorade is going to be.
Yep, what you doing? Yeah.
Yo,
the betting is serious, bro.
The way this is, the way this is going, and what you guys are talking about. And look. I never really got into the whole betting thing because I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I'm saying that is because I was scared because I know how I am. And if it's something like that, I would fool around and I'd lose everything. So I just never got into it. Like I might dabble in a little bit, not like between friends. But I've never got into like the whole Vegas thing, none of the FanDuel stuff. I've never gotten that. And I do play fantasy football and stuff like that. But that, to me, that's still a little different because it's just like a bragging rights. So I kind of just stayed away from it. But hearing this, I see a lot of divorces. I see a lot of kids not going to college. I see dogs going to shelters because that is insane to me.
Real. It's
serious.
addictive. It's serious. Like me and her bet, and it's like, all right, she never going against Nick. All right, bet, got you. I go against whoever. Kentucky, UT fan, bro. I mean, it's like Jay said, man, it's serious, bro. Like you can literally bet in game, like, okay, second quarter, DeRozan's not gonna get more than 2.5 rebounds. And you could put $500, $100 on there, and that might pay out 5 to 1.
I won. So a personal story. I went up to Iowa. So Missouri, like I said, is not legal. They don't have a sports book. You need to have a sports book in your state in order to go on your phone because they do VPNs on your phone, so they can tell you.
Okay.
That's how they can tell. They can tell your zip code or your location. That's how they know if you can legally bet in that state. So I go up to Iowa. Me and a buddy of mine go up to Iowa and go to a sports book, and I put a bet on the White Sox going to the World Series and the Atlanta Braves. And
last year, this year,
this past season, and you see who won. And you see who won the World Series. So I had me a nice little drive up to Des Moines, Iowa, and went to the sports book and collected. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's fun for me. Me and my brothers, we've been betting since I can remember. Since we used to pitch pennies. For all the Chicago people watching this, remember we used to pitch pennies, pitch quarters. We've been betting since we was kids, man. So now as adults, we just you got a little bit more change. It makes it. It's just we call it action. Put a little action. Put a little action on the game. Yeah.
Rashad, what's your experience with all this?
I don't ever win, ever. So. My short version of this, I go for the underdog.
Good. That's probably why you never win. Yeah.
Whoa. I go for the underdog. I'm never gonna go for the person that's supposed to win ever. Boxing, hockey, football. I'm never going. That's how you win, right?
That's how you win big.
I got something.
That's how you win, right?
Well, big, maybe. Yeah, big.
I don't never like Floyd Mayweather. I'm not a Mayweather fan.
I'm not really
we got to get into that. That cat there, he's the biggest fraud in the whole boxing era, and we got to get a boxing segment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the little 8th grade shoulder, he's been in his little shoulder. That's the weakest crap ever. Like, bro, I'm not going to the club with this dude and he doing that. I need you to throw your hands. Floyd, hey, Tim, we was in the military together.
Yeah.
I need you to throw your hands, bro.
I need to see them hands.
Little soldier? No.
No, we ain't doing Young Dro's shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Shoulder lean. No, we ain't doing all that.
But
I got something for you. For being the underdog.
Go ahead, Jay.
I got something for you. Since you like betting on underdog, if you go and place bets, if you bet on the underdog, place bets on the spreads. All right, just bet that the underdog will cover. They don't have to win the game. They just need to cover. There you go. You'll win sometimes.
Yeah,
I win sometimes. I mean, I'm literally, bro. I'm serious. Like fights, not going for dude, not going for buddy, not going. Hey, horse racing, all that. I bet on all of that. I'm like the last place horse. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, the horse ain't supposed to do nothing.
You just heavy your money.
If that horse was to win, Tim, I
get it. Okay. To put it in perspective, think about what happens if St. Peter's would have won.
Bro,
the NCAA champ. Just think about that. That one person, and we already know there had to be at least one person, whether it was a fan or somebody, whatever. Whoever it is, that person would have been banking.
I said,
Tim, Vegas wasn't built on winners, Tim.
You said what? As a Kentucky fan, I said, just don't beat us and then lose. They beat us and then they beat and then they end up losing. I'm like, I can respect that squad.
Yeah, almost there.
I told y'all, Kentucky, we can go back and I was like, y'all, what was Kentucky? And I was like, nothing.
So two things.
Nothing.
We knew that.
Two things. Number one, Vegas wasn't built on winners. Okay.
No.
So all these underdogs and last place horses y'all betting on, y'all better bet on them doped up horses. Stop playing.
I might throw some dope up in them.
Right.
Number two, this is what's crazy about the NCAA. I saw this in an article today. Crazy. So South Carolina and KU won the national championship, men and women, right?
Yep.
To win a national championship, South Carolina beat Creighton, Miami, and
you're talking about women's, right?
Yes, women's. Okay. They beat Creighton, Miami, and North Carolina to win a national championship. for KU to win a national championship. They beat Creighton, Miami, and North Carolina.
Wow.
Ooh,
How crazy is that?
That's deep.
Vegas wasn't built on winners, man.
Yeah. They say them buildings ain't get beat. Them buildings weren't built, you know what I'm saying, by losing. Yeah.
You know what? I'm saying what? That's what I love about this show. Because you know what? I mean, every single episode, man, we learning something. You know what I'm saying? We got something we be dropping on our people, our fans everywhere. Yeah, I'm loving it. Yo, I never even thought to even check something like that. You know, that's just crazy.
Gambling?
Yeah, well, just well, I'm just talking about it just in general. When you talk about the men's and women's championships, they beat the exact same 3 teams to get to win the championship. Like I wouldn't even thought about it. Even if I'm looking at, and I was looking at the brackets earlier. I was literally looking at the brackets earlier for men's and women's, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, they beat there. Okay, cool. And then as soon as Jay said that, I was like,
yeah,
wait a minute. But you know what? That's the thing about sports that I love is that, you know, there's just so many things that, you know, that could just, you know, just happen. And
it's the best reality TV on. Reality on TV. Like it.
Now I used to watch the Real World the first season, and
Real World that before Dylon.
Yeah.
Before Dylon.
But with Tammy and all them on it. Matter of fact, Tammy, she was married to one of my teammates. And
pretty.
She's married to one of my teammates. Yeah, she's married to Gennaro Pargo.
Yeah.
And so she's on here Real Hollywood Housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy, that was my girl back then, boy, because Tammy didn't care, boy. She's ready to knock everybody out.
Yeah, she ready to fight. She was the go-getter. Yeah, I watched the show. Real World was good then.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
I got on there and Puffy walking to the cheesecake joint, like, yo.
What did Dave Chappelle say? What Dave Chappelle say on the his episode he did? He said what are the top 5 rappers of all time? Dylon. I spit hot fire.
Hot fire.
Making a band, boy. That was my jump off right there. That was my jump off right there.
Ain't none of them jokers make it. I'd beat the hell out of Puff. And I'm not gonna say it, but I'd give Puffy that business though.
Oh, we'll talk.
We didn't even make it.
You talk. Yeah, you talk. We'll talk. Gentlemen, look. This is that part of the show I always hate, but you know, we gotta do it. You know, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Yo, guys, once again, phenomenal show. I want to thank my co-hosts, Rashard Collins and Jamal Mundane. We are still missing one of our key pieces to this whole production, and that's my brother Anthony Simpson. But he has some other applications. Yeah, Iron Man. That's his nickname. He has some other obligations, so we had to do the show. That's why we're doing it on StreamYard. That's why we did it last week on StreamYard. But should be good to go, back to regular business as usual for next week. So everybody, I want to thank you for joining us. For our live viewers that were on, thank you so very much. For those who watch this later, like I said, once again, those are our social medias at the bottom. Make sure you go check those out. Check out all the content that we're going to have. Like I said, once again, you're also already on our YouTube channel right now. And then if you also want to check us out on our audio version of the show, which you get all the same wonderful content, but just don't get to see our lovely faces. But if you want to listen to the audio version of the show as you're driving along, definitely go check out the audio podcast on anchor.fm/Hey Coach T.
And anything said by me is very recommended by the show. Trust me.
You have to end it with that.
Wrong, bro. This is just like the wrong, bro. This is wrong.
All right, man.
Yo, guys,
that's hilarious, bro. I'm telling you, that's the funniest
And they was Rashard. Jay and I were talking about it earlier because we talked. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, we were talking yesterday because we were checking out his mic and everything, make sure everything's going. And I said, I'm gonna type out a disclaimer for him. So I'm gonna make it official. So we made it official. So now Rashard has his own disclaimer.
Funny, bro.
So I'm gonna make sure Anthony has it for the other production, so that way he can throw it up there whenever he needs to.
Hey, off subject. Check out The Trip on Netflix. The Trip.
The Trip.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know what? Hold up. Before we end the show, I'm gonna ask you both. Top 2 Netflix horror films. What's your top 2?
I don't watch horror. So Jay, you got it?
You don't watch horror?
Nah.
Horror films on net. I do, but on Netflix.
I don't.
Okay, wait. Just in general. First of all,
I don't watch horror films, so in general, you're not gonna get anything from me.
Top 2 horror films.
Yeah, or at least give me one.
Man, off the top of the head, you gotta watch Hereditary.
Man, yo, that's
series or movie. What is it? Series or movie?
It's a movie.
You gotta watch Hereditary.
Yeah.
I
ain't gonna watch it, but okay.
Nah, you'll get nightmares.
No, I'm not. Because scary movies, they scare me, so I'm not watching. Go ahead.
And on Netflix, I think Winchester is on Netflix.
Yeah, that is, and that's a really good one. I watched the autopsy of Jane Doe. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. Yo,
that one actually kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like I like horror films, and they, and I think a lot of it, I used to be scared of the death of them, growing up. But when I went to college, my major was communications, and it was in television production. So I got into watching the back stage and all that stuff with how the movies were produced. And I guess I was like, oh man, what the heck am I scared about? So I love them. I can't get enough of them. I just can't. I love when Halloween comes around. October is my favorite month because all they do is play horror movies. They got them on Netflix.
The last one coming out this year, Halloween Dies.
Yeah. Now I haven't seen it yet. I think I recorded it.
How y'all?
What?
That's crazy to me. I don't watch none of that. None of it.
Why?
I do them.
It's entertaining.
Yes. I love watching. Someone making a dumb decision to run into a house and then run upstairs and go hide underneath a bed.
Seriously,
Why would you go? Look, I watched one.
That's probably why I'm not married no more anyway. Because anytime I talk to a chick and she be like, "You watch scary movies?" Like, nah. She be like, I'm like, yo, don't look at me like that.
look.
Don't do your mans like that. I just don't do scary movies. Chick, they work for me.
I watched the movie. One, I can't remember which one it was, but there was one where the chick and a guy. He said Candyman original. That was good. That's good though. But I watched one where they ran out of the house. He had his keys in his hand to his car. They ran past the car and ran to a field.
What was that? They were athletes.
That's why I watch it. Because then I can just yell at that's why I can yell at the screen. I can yell at the screen like you, big dummy.
All right.
Well, okay, so we're gonna get in one of those. I'm gonna start throwing random topics out there like that for you guys. We're gonna do that one time a show. Okay, so guys, gentlemen, once again, like I said, I appreciate you guys. You guys are phenomenal. I love you guys as men. I love you guys as brothers. I love you guys as colleagues. I love you guys as strong black men. I love you guys in general. I appreciate you guys for what you do. And like I said, once again, I appreciate the audience out there who's watched this live and who's going to watch us, our episodes in the future and listen to us on our audio podcast. From everybody here at Hey Coach, once again, be good to yourself. But before you can be good to yourself, be good to others. But before you can be good to others, make sure you're good to yourself. Okay? That's very important. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful night. And I can't wait for the next episode. So, everybody, and we'll see y'all on this fool said go Clippers. Get off. Just.
Peace.
Form a
Just
squad,
stop
man.
it.
God.
Just